Joining us now, our basketball reporter, Josh Lewenberg. And Josh, let's start with the play of Dillon Brooks. Brooks named Best Defensive Player of this FIBA World Cup, scored a team-high 39 on Sunday. What did he prove here to all of his doubters?
Yeah, well, love him or hate him, and in spite of some of the theatrics, he proved that he is a winning player. You look at the tournament that he had, it was excellent, pretty much from start to finish on both ends of the floor, typically great defensively and then uncharacteristically efficient offensively. But he came up big in some big moments, including and especially the bronze medal game. And this was a statement performance because there were a lot of eyes on him when he had maybe the lowest point of his professional career against LeBron and the Lakers in the playoffs, and that led to the Grizzlies basically throwing him to the Wolves. So to have the game of his life on this stage against this U.S. team, sending them home with nothing, that had to feel great. And I would imagine there were more than a few people watching this that might have to rethink what they thought they knew about Dillon Brooks, maybe including some folks in Memphis who were a little too eager to kick the man while he was down and push him out the door.
Now, it wasn't just Brooks. How about one of the other players on Canada, also one of the best in this tournament, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? How can this experience help take him to the next level, Josh?
Well, speaking of what guys proved in this tournament, Shai proved that he's ready for primetime. He's ready for the big stage. And if you're OKC watching this, you've got to continue to build up that program and put Shai in a position to elevate them and eventually compete for championships because he's good enough. You look at his tournament, and he just dominated that preliminary round. Then he led the comeback in that must-win Olympic qualifying game against Spain. He outdueled Luka and then bounced back from a rough game against Serbia to close things out against the U.S. despite facing some really intense defensive pressure from the Americans. Remember, Steve Nash was a budding star in the NBA when he led Canada to the Olympics in 2000. And a few years after that, he was a two-time MVP. And I really think, honestly, that Shai could be on that trajectory. And experiences like this could very well help him get there.
It was a great tournament for Canada and a positive one for the Raptors as well, because one of their own, Dennis Schroeder, capped an historical run here at this tournament by taking home the MVP after guiding Germany to their first ever title. Thanks for this, Josh.